Hey guys, so I've made the executive decision to record my intro again to this video, and it obviously has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that I just checked my camera roll and realised that I pressed record by accident before I needed to record, which meant when I actually pressed record and then spent 3 minutes talking to the camera, it didn't record a damn thing because I actually stopped the recording that I shouldn't have been doing in the first place. So, hey, we're up Twmbarlwm again, and let me just get you guys a quick look behind me. Okay, right behind me, right by there, Cumcan Forest, there, and if we go the other way, camera gonna go that way, Twmbarlwm over there. It's been a while since I've been up here. Let me get this face follower into a decent angle. There we go. Yes, my hair's blowing around everywhere. There's cows out today as well, which is kind of cool. And I'm that confident with Ozzy that I know that I can talk to the camera and not pay attention, and Ozzy won't bother the cows. The closest he comes to bothering the cows, right, is he sometimes thinks that the little calves are there to play with him. He thinks they're little dogs. Then again, he'll try and do the play bow with the big cows as well sometimes, but he stays well away from them. He's not actually bothering them, but he will stand there and watch them, which is quite funny. And I can see my normal sitting point up there is taken up by the moment by all the bicyclists, but it's a public seat, I can't really do nothing about that. So we're doing a walk and talk at the moment. Doing a bit of a walk and talk in this. There we go, maybe it'll be okay then, this way. This camera's struggling to follow me right now, which is a bit strange. It's a bit of a hike because I haven't been up here in quite a while. Mostly because I've had zero trust in my ankle joint, my knee, my back or my neck, because I've got constant problems with them at the moment. But we'll go into detail with that later because we're going to go up there. We'll have lunch up there. I don't even know what time it is now. 11:03, yeah, about an hour or so we'll have lunch up there. And I'll go through the stuff with what's going on with the medical reasons, the medical excuses why I haven't come up yet. But so far, it's been kind of emotional, to be honest with you. I mean, that may sound absolutely ridiculous to some people. But it's a little emotional when you absolutely love coming to a place and then you spend God knows how many months not being able to come here because your body doesn't want to do it. I hit 37 and the joints and everything just went, psh, yeah mate, that's you done, mate. That's you. You can't do that anymore. And this is how confident I am with Ozzy at the moment. The fact that there's cows over there, there's cows over there. I've stopped to record a video for a second while we walk and talk. There's even people over there, which he loves people because people make mean fuss. But he's actually laid down on the floor in front of me. He's actually laid down on the floor in front of me. Let me just show you guys. What you doing, Oz? You being a good boy? Are you being a good boy? Are you being a good boy? Oh, look at that tail going. Oh, is Ozzy being a good boy? Look at his tail. Oh, no, kill pups. Look at the kill pups. Oh, no. Oh, he's being such a good boy, though. He's like, get the camera off me, Dad. You're being weird. Yeah, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. Oh, I stuck my finger in your mouth then. So I was looking at you through the camera. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Okay. Shall I leave you alone now? You guys show you something a minute. Let me show you something a minute, guys. I don't know if you can see it, but way down there, yeah, we're using the digital zoom. Oh no. Way down there are cows. And Ozzy hasn't moved a single step. Here he is. Because he's a good boy. Now if there was sheep up here, it would be a different matter entirely. He does know not to chase the sheep. I think because of how slow I am with my ankle right now, I think I'm better off just going back up Twmbarlwm, or going up Twmbarlwm now. There's a seating area I like to use up there, but to be honest, it was taken up by a bunch of people at the moment, and there's nothing wrong with that. They're perfectly entitled to use it. Nobody usually uses it, but whatever. It's not a problem. So me and Ozzy are going to head back that way. And I think I've kind of proven a point to myself that I can, even with a bad ankle, I can still push through this. But as I said, we'll talk about that a bit more up there. In the meantime, I'm going to show you guys the view for a minute. It's an absolutely beautiful view up here, to be honest. Normally I would put music over this bit, but I'm going to be honest with you, it just sounds so nice up here. I've got noise cancelling on the microphone, but it's just such a nice, quiet space up here. Look, I'll shut up for a sec. Yeah, just birds in the distance, and the occasional rather strange, unnerving grunt of the bulls down there. There's either a bull down there or a very angry triceratops, maybe a stegosaurus. It just proves that the Jurassic Park films used, you can kind of work out some of the noises that they used for some of the dinosaurs. Ozzy, come here. Come on. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Up. Just some quick Aussie tricks for you guys. Right, yeah, this is kind of cute, watch. There he is. In front. We'll do it again for you, because the people didn't see it, Ozzy. You did it too quick. Right. Right, watch this. There's Ozzy. Legs. Hey, look at the cute Ozzy. People complain too much that there's not enough Aussie in the videos. So there's some Aussie tricks for you guys. Then we're going to carry on the walk. Check this out, guys.
38 minutes 16 seconds.
Apparently my Fitbit's got something to say. Check this out, guys. Look at the cool cows. Got a bull there. You can't quite see him. I'll move over there in a sec. But if you turn around a bit, you can see that there's the calves right behind him over there. We're zooming in because I can't get too close because I don't want Ozzy bothering him. So we're using the zoom. And there's also another one over there. And there, they're all bulls. Obviously the female cows are over there, the ones that they, you know, look after the calves with and stuff. It's kind of cute. I kind of like this big brown one. He's kind of cool. And in case anyone's wondering, is Ozzy bothering the cows while we do this? There's Ozzy right in front of me. Couldn't care. He knows the cows are there, and he's realised that the cows are not interested in playing with him. So they're boring and we don't want to talk to them. Look at the little calves. Ooh, little tail flick there. The little calves. I get closer, but I really don't want to disturb them. You know, This is their space, not mine. So, yeah. And while I'm talking to you guys, Ozzy is behind me, politely watching me. Not the cows, watching me. Yeah. That little guy, he may not be 100% well behaved, but I would love to find a dog that actually is well behaved, perfectly well behaved, because they don't exist. Even the most well trained dogs still have a down day. I made it up here, guys. I made it up to the top of Twmbarlwm again. There's Ozzy. Ozzy's over there at the moment. I should put you guys in an FPV mode, shouldn't I? It's a bit easier. Yeah, I made it up to the top of Twmbarlwm. There's Ozzy. He's a bit puffed out at the moment because we just played a pretty solid game of fetch up here. Yes, you take the stick, you throw it down there. Ozzy has to go up and down the hill. Up and down the hill. There he is. And apart from the annoying motorcycles way down there on the road, it's quite a nice view up here right now. Yeah. It's quite an it's quite a strangely emotional thing for some weird reason. I don't know why. I'm glad I got noise cancelling on this microphone because you guys can probably hear the motorcycles going up and down the road down there. But it's not too much of a problem that you can't hear me. Or the wind. As you can tell from my hair, it's extraordinarily windy. This is something I haven't done for a while because my ankle's just been so bad. And that's not to say my ankle's any better, it's just I seem to have got better at managing it at the moment. But I'm going to enjoy the view for a minute. And then we're going to go down that side over there, have a bit of lunch, stick you guys on the tripod and we'll have a bit of a chat for a minute. About, most likely, about a number of things. But mainly about still trying to push your limits even though you don't actually think you can. And yes, I was a bit anxious before I left the house. But anyway. So I've had to put you guys on kind of a low angle at the moment. As I'm sat down in a little spot that I used to like sitting in all the time. I've got Ozzy on the lead at the moment. Because he was being a pain. He wasn't being naughty, he was just being a bit awkward. There's a lot of people up here today. What are you doing? You were sniffing around down there, yeah? There's a lot of people up here today and I didn't want him to get himself into trouble. You guys want to see something? This is where Ozzy is right now. Let me take the face tracking off. Silly animal in yours. I'm hoping you guys are not going to topple over like that. Don't lick the camera. Excuse me. Right, alright, bug you. I'm going to put them up by there then. How about that? Yeah, I'm in your way now, Oz. You know what? I'm better off just putting you guys handheld, aren't I? I'm trying to put the camera down and look quite professional about it. But Ozzy's just being a pain in the butt and he wants to be everywhere that the camera is. I don't mind him being on camera. Obviously, you know. It's both of our YouTube channels. But he keeps knocking the camera over. But yeah, I had to pop him on the lead for a minute. Because there's a lot of people up here when we got up here and I didn't want him, while we were having lunch, running off and sort of bothering people which he can do. He does do quite frequently. He's always just playing. Unfortunately, some dog owners don't take it as playing. Some dog owners take it badly. Yeah. And I don't mean that his playing looks like attacking. It doesn't look like attacking. He's not aggressive or anything. And I just realised I put myself in the perfect wind direction for this to constantly stick up. So you guys are just going to have to put up with that because I can't be bothered to deal with it. Yeah, sometimes when Ozzy's playing, people think that he's being over the top. He's not. He's just a young dog and wants to play. He's not aggressive. The playing doesn't even look aggressive. It's just people being weird, to be honest with you. It's just people being weird. Some people don't like their dogs playing with other dogs for whatever reason. But yeah, I mentioned I would, get out, not really my excuses, but my reasoning for not coming on really long, complicated, more rugged hikes like this. Ozzy, lay down, buddy. Go lay down somewhere for a minute. You're just hanging and hovering around behind me. Lay down. Hey, lay down. Good boy. There you go. He will lay down when he needs to, but there's loads of people around and he wants to go and play. But I want him. He's a typical border collie. He'll keep going and going and going until he burns himself out. So you've got to make him stop and lay down for a bit sometimes. Yeah, as I say, not really excuses, but I wanted to explain the whole back and neck and ankle thing and why that's stopping me from going so far at the moment. It's the ankle. For long hikes, it's the ankle more than anything, and my knee. Basically, we don't really know what it is at the moment. I had x-rays last Wednesday to try and work that out, just on my ankle. For my neck and my back, I started physio on this Wednesday just gone. So 4 weeks I gotta go back and do more physio. I think it's just going to be a bit of an odd journey, to be honest with you. It's not something I've ever had to come across before. I've been in the hospital and the doctors more in the last few days than I have been in pretty much my last 37 years. For my own stuff, Obviously I've been in hospital and doctors for different things, for different people. For my own stuff, doesn't really come on that often. 1 second, gotta answer a phone call. Right, I've only got 20% battery left on this gimbal, so I'm going to be quick. I forgot to charge the gimbal before I left. Obviously I had to answer a phone call. I've still got my business to run, even though I'm currently God knows how many miles away from home, up a mountain. Still get a phone signal. Still got to run my business. Customer wanted an urgent call out. I'm currently 6 or 7 miles away from home. That's not including wherever that customer is. So, not going to happen. Right, good boy. Ozzy's laid down next to me now. He's still on his lead because I want him to chill out. As I mentioned, he's a border collie. He'll go until he drops, which means you've got to stop him every now and then and just chill him out, haven't you, Oz? We've still got quite a bit of a walk left to do yet to go back the other way. But I also mentioned that various different things were stopping me from hiking. Ankle's been x-rayed, waiting for the results of that. That should have come through Friday, but I'll call the doctors Monday. I'll give him a break. Neck and back. Neck is extremely tight, almost concrete tendons and muscles, which are causing a pulling right at the back by here. So I've got morning exercises to do for my neck and back. It's just all falling apart basically. But as I say, the ankle and my knee, they're the things that bother me the most when I'm on hikes, because obviously I'm on my feet. My back used to be in pain, but since I got the new backpack and everything, which I tried to show you guys then, but I realised you can't see it. Since I got the new backpack, that's not so bad. It doesn't affect my back so much. Wherein, even if I've got heavy stuff on me, it's not so much of a problem. But the ankle, I'm kind of anxious all the time that I'm gonna. I walk on a lot of not unsafe, but unstable terrain when I'm on these hikes. A lot of rocky surfaces and stuff, and it takes one. I don't really know until I get the results back for the X-ray. And there's also blood tests as well to look for inflammatory markers and things like that for various different things. But I'm so afraid that I'm gonna like trip off a rock or something and just ankle's done, you know? For a number of reasons. One, these are not necessarily in order of importance, but one, no ankle, no leg, no adventures with Ozzy until the ankle works itself out, or until I get whatever's needed to fix it. Also, I don't drive, so I go to my customers. I've usually got to do a bit of walking, I've got to do a bit of public transport, trains or whatever. So that would definitely become even more harder to do without the car, and even harder to do without your ankle. So neither financially or mentally can I afford for this ankle to go bad. So when I made the decision to come up here today, I got quite anxious in the house before I left. I packed all my bag, did everything I needed to do, put everything in, got myself ready, and then I just thought, is this a bad idea? It's a thought that I used to have years ago when I started running, and I started pushing myself even further. And I realised the same mindset as what I had to use today, which was quite simply, just get off your ass and go do it. It's going to hurt, it's going to be uncomfortable for a bit, you're going to need painkillers, but just get off your ass and do it. Because it's worth it. I'm sat up here, I've got, my little best friend Ozzy down here, which you guys can't see because he's choosing to fall asleep off camera, and actually he's watching someone's dogs down there as well. And I'm not going to lie, I got to the bottom down by there by the car park just off to the side, and I sat down for a minute and I did get a little bit emotional. So we're sat up on like a little hill, just watching the people down there, but taking pictures of the rock formation things. There's an official name for those rock formations, but I don't know what they call it. People stack rocks up on top of each other. It's the thing I was absolutely terrible at in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It's one of the side missions on Assassin's Creed. And Ozzy's obviously seen a little dog that he wants to go play with, so now he's pulling me everywhere. That's alright, you'll sit down in a sec. But yeah, I got a bit anxious and I got a little bit emotional before I left. And I also just realised there's somebody up there behind me. But anyway, I'll keep you guys updated on how that's working out. I'm not going to keep going on about it. Wood carving's going well. I finished the spoon that I was carving. And I also started I'm going to mess up the pronunciation. Kuksa, which is like a traditional wooden cup. I started carving one of those the other day as well. I do have my wood carving stuff in my bag though for my little weird random project. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video.